And folks, we're starting this one up here. We got Lob City going up against Club Passion, two of the best teams here in the IPBL going at it here. As we have Sosa here by the corner. He gets over to Marcus Jones. He's been electric three-point shooter. Stepped out there. It's going to be a turnover to start off there. They're making their way through. We got Capone here at the top. He gives it over to Dextraze here. Dextraze is going to drive through the defense, go up with the two, not able to make that. Travel on that one, though, off the rebound, so that's going to be a turnover there. So Club Passion's quickly going to get the ball back here in this one. As Capone gets over to Veneri there in the corner. Gets it over to Christian. Christian up here at the top. He's surveying his options. It's a pick from his brother. Doesn't take the shot there. Gives it over to Capone. Capone has it near the top. Capone out to Greta there. Big man there to Dextraze. Back over to Capone. Capone's going to be surveying his options here. All about pulling it, doesn't. Pump fake there by Justin, or Christian there. He drives. Mid-range. Not able to make that there. Sosa pulls in the rebound. As he's pushing it here on the break up against Capone. Hop step, passes out of it. Dextraze there, almost got the steal. Not able to fully get it in, though, as Jones takes the three. Not able to make that. Capone pulls in the rebound. As Veneri goes through and gets the two on that one. Capone with the assist. Nice find there as they put up the first points here of the game. As Salam has it here. Captain of the team here playing in this game tonight. He gets out to Sosa. Sosa with the three. Not able to knock that down. Capone pulls in the rebound. So he passes all the way up to Dextraze. Overthrows that there. So Salam's going to get a steal on that one. As Salam has it here by the three-point line. Gets it over to Marcus Jones. He head fakes. He's going to drive. Layup. No good on that one. Hobbs, though, with the rebound and the putback. Got there, Dextraze at the three-point line. He pulls it, not able to knock that down. Close on that one. He misses that one there. They got Jones here bringing it up. Sosa layup, not able to make that. He's going to rebound his own shot though and go back up, and he makes that there. It's now a 4-2 game. We are down to 17 minutes here in the first half. Shout out to Kayla Capone there. I see a comment there in the chat. Yes, this game got moved to the primetime slot here. As like I said, these are two of the best teams that we got in our league, as Jamal there is going to pick up the reach-in. Capone's going to be doing inbound duties here for Club Passion. As Dextraze is going to have it here at the top. He gets it over to Veneri. Veneri head fakes, drives. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Salam there, so they keep possession. They get down to Dextraze there in the post. He's going to reset up out here by the corner to Capone. Capone thought about taking that, doesn't. Getting it down to Greta there in the post. Greta with the hook shot and gets that in. That's a nice find on that one. It's now tied 4-4 here as we got Salam here. Going up against Capone down the post. He's able to find Jamal. Jamal misses the layup, though. Greta there gets the rebound. Capone, as Veneri brothers are passing it back and forth. They're playing hot potato, and he knocks down the three. As Veneri brothers there get the connection starting early. As we have Hobbs here up top. He pulls a three of his own, and he knocks that one down. He matches that right back. Still a tie game here, 7-all with 15.5 minutes left. As goes through here. Jones is going to pick up the foul there. A little late on the call, though. That's going to be 2 free throws there for Christian. As he makes the first one there. Knocks down the second one. 2 for 2 there from the free throw line there. That's going to give Club Passion a 2-point lead here. But like I said, don't count Lob City out here. This is going to be a close one. That's going to be a foul there on Capone, picking up his first of the night. As Sosa is going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. As he makes the first one there. Just let the ref know. Yeah, you did. Yeah. He made both. He made both free throws there. That makes it a 9-9 setup now here. So like I said, this game is still played close so far. Sosa here is getting subbed out for Jose. Remember, Jose put up, I think, around 25 points last game there. Club Passion could keep ball. So like I say, got tipped. As Dextraze here has it near the top. He's surveying his options. So he has it back at the top. Deep 3 from him. Not able to make that. Jones is going to pull in the rebound. As Marcus Jones here is bringing it up. He's going to be surveying his options, driving through the defense. Capone gets in there for the block. As Veneri there has the ball, bringing it up. Hobbs gets a block of his own. As Jamal ends up there with the rebound coming off the block as Salam gets out to Jose. Jose head fakes, step back on the 3, not able to make that. Salam with the rebound goes back up. That's going to be a foul. Four. As Capone there is going to pick up his second foul. Salam's going to be taking 2 at the line. He knocks down the first one. And 2 for 2 there from Salam at the free throw line there. As Dextraze here, pushing the tempo early, he's able to find Veneri there. He's trying to find an opening here. Clears it back out Dextraze over to Matt Diaguardia, who just checked in here off the free throws. Same thing with David Yale there as he pulls the 3. Not able to make that there. Boo there gets the rebound. He has it down the corner. Jose not able to find opening out to Jamal. You can't leave him that space. Doesn't make that though. Jose with the offensive rebound. They find Jamal again, goes up for the 2, not able to make that there. He's struggling there, Rusty. When you only play half the games, don't get a lot of time in there. Jose there is going to end up with the steal. He's pushing the break, gets over to Jamal. Jamal goes up, and he's fouled on that one. As we'll see who ends up picking this one up. As David Yale picks up the foul. Jamal's over the free throw line for 2 here. Makes the first one there. See if he knocked down the second one here. And he does. That's 2 for 2. Free throws are going to be crucial as Lob City here. 6 for 6 so far tonight. Both teams have not missed a free throw yet. As Christian there gets it over to Justin. He's not able to make the 2. As Salam picks up the foul there, that's going to actually be 2 free throws there for him at the line now. That call might have came in a tad bit late. But they'll take that there. So he's going to go to the line for 2. Knocks down the first one. It's now a 13-10 game here. 10.5 minutes left in this first half. As Justin here is going to try to make it a 2-point game here. And he does. Both teams staying perfect from the charity stripe. As Hobbs goes there, not able to get it. He passes out to Jamal, barely able to get it off. As 14 drives, throws up a shot. Fouled on that one. Number 5 there, Justin going to pick up the foul. That's going to be 2 for number 14 here at the line. as Kanar makes the second one there. Kanar went 2 for 2 there from the line. As Christian pulls the 3, not able to make that. Sorry, Justin pulled that one. Not able to make that. Bro. As they have some subs coming in here for Club Passion. Hobbs has it here. We'll walk around how it is. Gets over to Jose, hands it off. Jose, floater, knocks that one down. Hobbs with the assist. I don't know. Barbecue chicken. As Diaguardia, he's up at the top. Jamal gets in there. Loose ball, they're fighting for it. Ends up with the steal there. As Hobbs gets it, Jose back over to Hobbs. Hobbs going baseline. Layup, able to make that there through the tough defense. Now a 19-11 game here as Lob City's had a good few possessions here. Take the lead there. Kanar gets a hand on it. Key possession, though, for Club Passion on that one. Remember, Kanar had a crazy game a few weeks ago as he put up 29 points and I think 7 steals there. Diaguardia takes it from the corner, short on that one. As Kanar there gets the rebound. He pulls it, not able to make that there. Abu there with the rebound. Out to Jose. As Hobbs has it here now. Behind the back pass to Jamal, not able to get that. Justin there gets the steal on that one. As he's going to be bringing up here for Club Passion. As Yale drives, it's going to be a foul. See what they call this one on. As Club Passion here is going to take their first time out. Kanar picked up his first foul there. So that's going to be 2 free throws there for David Yale there at the free throw line. As either way, though, folks, we will check back with you here in a second after this timeout break. As we're about to come back here, Yale's going to take 2 at the line here. 0 for 3 so far in the season, so not many opportunities, but yeah, clock starts after the free throws. It's 2. So he's taking this first one here, knocks that one down. His first make of the season there from the charity strike. So even knocked down the second one here to make it a 6-point game. And does there. There you go. As we're going to have Hobbs bring it up here. We got a 19-13 game here. Hobbs gets picked from Kanar there to Jamal. Jamal, deep 3. Not able to make that there as he's been cold so far tonight. As Christian here has the, Justin there has the ball, gets to the Diaguardia, not able to make the 2. So they're going to be pushing it here on the break. Kanar driving to the basket, able to make that one there. Now 21-13 game here. As we got Capone here going against the man, gets out to David Yale. He's driving to the basket and makes the 2 there. As Capone picks up his assist, 3rd in the night already here. Now 21-15 game here. As we got a boo now here. If you remember, this team, this Club Passion team, usually dangerous from beyond the arc. They're getting a nice amount of 2s though there. And going against a team like Lob City, you're going to need a nice variety there in your baskets. As Hobbs is up here at the top, going up against Justin. He floats it, misses that one there. Abu with the rebound, goes up, not able to make the 2. As Jamal there got the offensive rebound, he missed the putback as well. Capone now has it here. Tries to pass out Diaguardia, and that's going to be a turnover there. So we got some subs checking in. Dextraza here is going to check in with Salam and Marcus Jones checking in. Got Jamal and Jose coming on the bench. Got Justin subbing out here for Club Passion. We're down to 5.5 minutes almost about here. Salam has it up here going up against Yale. Half spins, layup, good on that one. Salam got himself into his ball handling bag there. He's usually more of a role player there, not usually involved much on the offense, but a nice job on that one to go through, as that's going to be a turnover. It's now a 23-15 game here. As I see, we got some strife from the Capone army there in the comments. As Salam goes up again, is going to make that. It's going to be an and one. As Yale's going to pick up his second foul. Salam's going to go to the line there to try to make this and one. And he knocks that down. He's 3 for 3 from the line there. It's now a 26-15 game here. Lob City with the lead here so far. As Diaguardia has it here at the top. Gets around his man. He's going to drive out to Capone. Capone with the 3. Knocks that down. So he gets a nice make on that one. Diaguardia there with the assist as Sosa gets it. Drives and makes that one there. Marcus Jones with the assist.
Do you think Lob City played with this guy on the court? They did the full roster. They must have got something.
Maybe. There's definitely teams that do their fair share of scouting before they come into this game. Lob City must have seen the record of this team. They had to bring a full setup for this one. As Capone here drives, kicks out to Dextraze, who pulls the 3. Not able to make that there. Salam with the rebound. They throw it up court. Kanar there misses the 2. Or sorry, that was Hobbs there that missed the 2. Must look the 2 of them there as Capone has it. Gets it down to Dextraze. Dextraze makes the basket on that one. Capone racking up his 4th assist there. It's now a 28-20 game here. Salam has the ball here at the top, going up against Yale again. He's able to pass it over to Marcus Jones. Not someone you want to give space to. He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. He's going to drive out to Abu. Abu's going baseline. Passes it out over to Salam. Salam pump fakes. Out to Sosa. Sosa open 3-pointer, and he knocks that one down. Salam there picks up the assist now. 31-20 game here as Dextraze has the ball. So he's going to slow it down here. See if they try to work someone open off ball here. As Dextraze pulls the deep 3, and he knocks that one down. As when he gets on, Dextraze is a dangerous scoring threat here. Especially with this mix of shooting ability and size there. Kind of hurts you inside and out. As Hobbs finds Marcus Jones. Jones gets a pick from Salam. He's over there in the corner. Passes it out to Salam. Salam head fakes. Gets by Yale to the basket. Not able to make the 2, but they're going to call foul. Mm-hmm. 4, yep. As Capone's going to pick up his 3rd foul there. 3, yeah. As Salam there is going to be taking 2 at the line. Misses the first one there. As we're going to have Veneri here checking in for David Yale. I guess so. As Salam made that one there. As Veneri passes down to Capone to Diaguardia. Diaguardia knocks down the 3. As Abu has it here. Abu step back 3-pointer. Not able to knock that down. Capone with the rebound. As he gives it over to Diaguardia. Another 3. Not able to make that. Christian there with the rebound. They're passing out around. They get out to Greta from beyond the arc there. Veneri has it. He's driving left. Pump fake gets his man to jump and makes the nice 2 there. Nice job by Christian on that basket. It's now a 32-28 game here. It's now close here. 4-point game here. It's down to a minute and 20 seconds. Jones for the drive. That's going to be a foul. See who they call that on. 2. Christian there picks up the foul. That's going to be on the floor. Jones has it here in the corner. Gets it out to Salam there. He'll be surveying his options, slowing down the clock here. He drives. Jones with the layup. Good. Makes the 2 through the tight defense. It's out a 34-28 game here. As we got Dextraze up here with the ball picked from Greta. Tries to pass it in, out of bounds. Turnover there. Sorry, not turnover. They're going to keep possession. Looks like it was tipped there by someone on Lob City. As Christian there is going to try to pass out to Capone. Gets it on that one. So he's going up against Hobbs here up top. Going one-on-one. We're down to 28 seconds. Hobbs goes for it. Not able to get it. Abu does too. Capone's able to find Christian. Christian picks up his dribble. He's looking for an opening. Finds Diaguardia. Diaguardia pump fakes. Layup. Good on that one. Beautiful job on that one. As even tucked in there is able to find it. That's going to be a foul there. Let's see who that goes on. As Sosa's going to be taking 2 here at the line. And makes the first one there. It's now a 35-30 game. Coming off his free throw. Make or miss. It's going to be 11 seconds on the clock. As he misses that one there. Greta with the rebound. They got to hurry it up here as they're now down to 8 seconds. Christian has it here. He's getting pressured. 5 seconds. Finds Dextraze. Open 3 in the corner. Pulls it and knocks it down there. As that is going to be your quarter there, or sorry, your half there, as it is a 35-33 game here. Lob City only holding a slim 2-point lead. They were starting to run away with it a little bit in the beginning, but Club Passion, like they usually do, found a way to come back in there, capped off by a great made 3 there to make it a 1-possession game. Either way, though, folks, we will see in the second half who will be victorious in this slugfest here in our league. Either way, we will check back with you here in a few minutes for the start of the second half. As folks, we are about to start up this second half here. 35-33 game. Lob City holding only a slim 2-point lead here. Comes both of these teams. They kind of have an idea of what they're supposed to do. I see Brian here having some nice little scouting report here at the end of our first half of keeping the ball movement. With this team for Club Passion, with their shooting, they will do good of trying to find ways, especially with the quick pass game, of being able to find some open guys, especially from beyond the arc. As we got Christian here with the ball up top, he spins, pump fakes, gets his guy to go, layup, not able to make that there. As that's going to be a turnover there, stepped out while going for the save. Nice shot by Diaguardia there to fight there for that ball. As Salam gets over to Jamal. Jamal pump fakes. He pulls the three. Not able to make that there. Dextraze with the rebound. Jamal there has been cold. He's someone you want to watch because when he heats up, he can make the difference there. As Jamal gets a hand on it, Yale saves it, spins, pump fakes. Jamal there gets the block on that one. Gives it over to Marcus Jones there. It's a nice job on defense there by Jamal. It's Marcus Jones, big boys him there and gets the two on that one. It's now a 4-point lead there for him. As Christian gave a good effort there on defense, but when a guy's bigger than you at a certain point, there's only so much you could do. As Yale there gets over to Dextraze. He's going to be taking his time here. He pulls the deep three, not able to make that there. And I don't know if you want those kind of shots to be taken. They're used to having nice leads here. They're probably used to taking chances like that, but those kind of missed opportunities on those kind of possessions can make the difference in the game as Dextraze gets the easy two on that one. Christian there with another assist. As you could tell, this Club Passion team, great amount of chemistry between these guys, as they've shown throughout the season here so far, as that's going to be Kanar there picking up the foul on that one. Nice job on Christian there to take the contact against the clearly bigger guy there. So like I said, this Club Passion team definitely shows it there and lives up to the namesake as Dextraze knocks down the three. Christian with another assist, that's his fifth. As Dextraze here starting to heat up. Now they take the lead here, 38-37. We're down to about 18 minutes left in this one as Jamal passes cross court to Sosa. Sosa in the corner, he's going to pull the three, not make that there. As they're going to be pushing the break here. Justin to Christian, back over to Justin. That's going to be a foul there. Marcus Jones there going to pick up the foul on that one. As Justin is going to go to the line for 2 free throws here for Club Passion. So they want to extend this lead and give themselves a 3-point lead here in this one. As he knocks down the first one. They're trying to make the second one to keep their perfect streak alive here from the charity strike, as he does. So Club Passion continues to remain perfect from the free throw line, as that's made the difference there in this lead so far. As Jamal has it, he gets down to Salam in the post, going against Diaguardia. And that's going to be a foul there on Diaguardia there. He's going to pick up his first. As Jamal here has it, he's going to try to find someone on the inbound. Clears out to Sosa. Dextraze gets a hand on it. Sosa barely saves it. He hop steps. Layup. No good. Rebounds his own shot. Goes back up with it and makes that one there. As Sosa is not an easy guy to stop down there. It's now a 1-point game. Diaguardia, wide open three. Not able to make that there. Jamal ends up with the rebound there. As he's going to be pushing the break, layup, nice job there, great job of getting through the defense and doing a nice double clutch there for that layup as they now take back the lead. It's a 41-40 game here. As Veneri there is going to drive, again collapse in on, and not able to find his man. That's going to be a steal there for Marcus Jones. He has it, he pulls the three, hand in the face, and not able to make that. Kanar secures the rebound. As he gets over to Salam. Salam here up top going against Diaguardia. Diaguardia is there, able to make Salam miss it. Salam, though, tips his own shot back in. So it's now a 43-40 game here. As Justin here has the ball, he's surveying his options, gets over to Dextraze. Dextraze, another deep three, not able to make that. Marcus Jones there has the rebound. He's going to be bringing it up. It's over to Jamal. Scouting report on Jamal is he's one of the most league's dangerous scorers when he heats up, as he misses that one there. Yale there with the rebound. So even though he's been playing cold tonight, not someone you want to give too much space to, as Kennard there is going to get the steal. That's going to be a foul there on Justin. So now we have some subs coming in. Sosa getting subbed out there. As we got Jamal here with the ball up at the top, he's surveying his options here, trying to find an opening. Gets over to Salam. Salam pulls the three, knocks that one down. As I think this is the most points I've seen Salam score between the last 2 seasons. So he knows when he's playing a good team, he knows that he needs to turn it up there. As Capone has the ball here, gets the double pick, not able to find an opening, driving to his right, loses it there. Kennard there with the steal. He's getting pressed there, has to reset up at top. He's going up against Capone here. He's going to be driving baseline. Capone gets a hand on it for the block. Great job there on defense. They're going to hold on to possession here. But nice job by Capone there to stay in front of his man and get the hand on it for the block. As Abu has it in the corner, he pulls the three. Not able to make that there as Yale gets the rebound. He's getting pressed though. Able to get it out though, as Justin here has it to Dextraze, and he makes the 2 there. Justin picking up his first assist of the night there. It's just now a 46-42 game. As Marcus Jones has it here. He can't give him too much space as he's driving. Layup through the defense, not able to make that there. As they're going to say Club Passion here is going to have possessions. They're going to say Lob City last touched it. Kennard not happy with the call. So we had the ball go out a little bit there. As we're going to have Capone here bringing up the ball here for Club Passion. We're going to have him bringing it up here. Surveying gets the pick from Yale there. Yale pulls the 3 off the pick and pop. Short on that one. Rebounds his own shot. Goes up and makes that one there. Yeah. 2.
Same exact call. Tell us that basket. We got 1. Come on, son. Same call. Sweep through the lane, push him inside, hit the floor. Same call. Who's got new? Hey, who's got? That was on 6. I'm sorry. That was on 6.
Gotcha. Yale there is going to take the free throw there as he made the floater on that one. So it's going to be an and 1 free throw here he's about to take. We'll see if he can make this a 3-point game. Or sorry, complete the 3-point play to make it a 1-point game. As he doesn't make that there. They've been pretty knocked out from the free throw line though. That's only their first missed free throw of the game here. Dextraze has it here as Jamal drives. Jamal not able to make that there. As Jamal is going to pick up the foul there. Subbing? Here, hit buzzer. Yep. As Jamal there is going to pick up the foul. As we're going to have Christian here bringing up the ball for Club Passion. They're only down 2 here. As Justin takes the 3 from the corner and knocks that down. Brotherly connection there on that one. As Christian picks up his 6th assist. Yeah, it was. As Hobbs has it here. He gets the pick. He's going to get it over to Kennard. Kennard has it here, driving to his right. Layup. So he get fouled on that one. We'll see who they give it to. Yeah, they got it too, yeah. So they're going to call goaltending on that one. So Kennard is going to get the 2 there and the free throw. Capone takes the 3 there, not able to make that. And then, yeah, 2 for them. There you go. As Kennard has it here. Greta's going to pick up the reach-in on that one. That was a close one on that one.
Hey, can you check this off?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13,
49. He made the free throw.
49, yeah. We got that there. Hobbs gonna drive, foul on that one. See, this looks like it's gonna be on Justin there. So it's gonna be 2 shots there for Hobbs. These are gonna be his first 2 of the night here so far. And he makes the first one in. Now a 3-point lead here for Lob City. He's gonna try and knock down the second one. Make it a 2-possession game here for Lob City. As he does not there, Dextraze gets the rebound. He's gonna be pushing it up the court here. Pulls another deep 3 and he knocks that one down. Couldn't convert on the last 2 there, but makes do with that one, and that now ties it up 50 all as we are down to 9 minutes and 30 seconds here on the clock for this game, as Kanar has it here at the top. As they start driving left, step back 2 by Kanar there, and he knocks that one down. It's now a 52-50 lead there for Lob City. As Anthony, I see your comment, can't comment one way or the other. So the rest kind of depend there on the week as they're going to say Club Passion there keeps possession. Jose loses possession after getting that steal. As they give it over to Dextraze, he's taking another deep 3, really testing his range, and knocks that one down. That's his 5th 3 here as he's absolutely been heating up. And Christian now has his 7th assist there as they now take the 1-point lead over Lob City. As Dextraze there gets the steal on that one and dunks it there on the break as Dextraze has taken the team on his back here in these past few minutes. We have Abu now with it here. He's driving right, passes it out to Jamal. Jamal drives, knocks over his defender, gets out to Jose who pulls the 3. Jose not able to make that. Jamal with the rebound. He's backing down the post here, passes it out over to Hobbs. Hobbs in the corner, going up against Justin. Passes out to Abu. Abu driving to his right, layup, not able to make that there. Capone ends up with the rebound. He's going to be pushing the break there as he gets it over to his teammate there and for the assist. And Mary there with the 2. As a timeout there is going to be called by Lob City there, their first of the night, as the Club Passion has turned this from a 3-point deficit to a 5-point lead here in these last few minutes as we are down to 7:51 left in this game. As we're going to see if this timeout here by Lob City can regroup them and get momentum back in their way, or if Club Passion will hang on here in these last minutes to pull off this win here, as this game has definitely lived up to the billing. Like I said, Lob City I think might be 3rd or 4th technically in standings, but talent-wise they're definitely a top-end team. Club Passion in their first year, though, has shown that they are a force to be messed with there, as they are, I think they might be undefeated so far, actually, as Lob City here is going to start with possession. Purple. As we got that one there, as we got Hobbs here bringing it up. As Salam there is going to take the open 3, knocks that one down. Hobbs got him the assist on that one, as it's now only a 2-point lead here for Club Passion. Capone here bringing the ball up. So he gets it over to Christian there. Christian trying to find opening, finds Greta. Greta hook shot, knocks it down. As Christian picks up his 8th assist there. Hobbs bringing it up, 4-point leader for Club Passion. Trying to go baseline, fouled there. They're going to call on number 5. As that's going to be 2 at the line here for Hobbs. As this might make it a 1-possession game here. He can knock down both of these. Makes the first one there. See if he can knock down the second one. As Anthony, I agree with your comment. Definitely a difference in effort level, it seems here. As he misses the second one there. Dextraze has it over to Capone. But that difference in effort, to be honest, might make a difference here in this game, as they're, like I said, holding the lead here. Still a tight game, though, so they're going to need to stay on point here for these last 6 minutes, as Dextraze getting around his defender and gets that there. Carry that possession as his back, as like I said earlier, you do not want to let this guy on loose, because when he starts to heat up, he can absolutely pour on the points. As Jones pulls the three, knocks that down there off the pick from Salam, as it's now only a 2-point lead there for Club Passion. As both of these teams are fighting in this dogfight right now. They're going to have Veneri here bring the ball up. Greta's going to be sending him a pick as he drives. A layup good there through the defense, as Christian has definitely been putting in this contribution so far today. As Anthony, I agree with you. Who wants to watch that first game of the Western Conference Finals when you got a great game like this one going on here? As that's going to be out of bounds here. Lob City's going to keep possession. As Hobbs gets it out to Marcus Jones there. Jones going to be driving right. Gets it over to Hobbs. Hobbs bobbles it, though. That's going to be a turnover. Those kind of mistakes will make a difference in the game, especially with a close one like this. As Club Passion has a 4-point lead here, as we are down to 5 minutes in this one. As he's bringing it up here. Capone here with it. Gets the pick from Dextraze. He's going to take the step back three, and he knocks that one down. Hasn't done much in this game as he usually does, but he knows to contribute when it's needed. As he's showing you why he's the captain of this team, as Hobbs gets over to Salam. Salam head fakes, gets Dextraze to go for it, as that's going to be a foul there by Capone. As Capone there picks up his 4th of the game, so 2 more and he's going to be fouling out here. As Salam's going to take 2 at the line for his 6th and 7th free throw of this one. As he makes the first one there. See if he knocked down the second one. We are down to now 4 minutes. And makes that one there. It's now a 5-point lead only here for Club Passion, as they're keeping this smart. As Veneri there gets it over to Capone. Capone up here at the top. Pump fakes. He's driving to his left. Layup. Late whistle there. See what they call it on. As that's going to be a foul there on that one. So Capone is going to be taking 2 here at the line, as we're down to about 3.5 minutes in this one here. As Capone knocks down the first one there. Don't want to jinx it too much here, but Capone has been pretty much automatic there from the free throw line there. So you can see it here also in his 3-point split. He's a 52% shooter from the beyond the arc there. As he misses that one there. I think that was actually his first miss of the season so far from the charity strike. As I guess the announcer's jinx is real. Did not mean that purposely there, as Salam is backing down. Justin passes it out to Hobbs, to Sosa. Back over to Hobbs in the corner. That's a 3. He's not able to make that. Salam there gets the rebound. They're passing it around, and Salam there gets the 2 on that one. Makes it now only a 4-point lead for Club Passion. As Veneri here he's trying to find an opening. They're trying to get Dextraze open off ball, not able to find him. So he has it there, gets to Capone. Capone back to Veneri. Veneri pump fakes, starts to drive. He's back at the free throw line. As they're going to be a timeout there for Club Passion, as Capone wants to reset him there on that possession, as they weren't able to find an opening. We are down to 2:28 left. Yep, 2:28 left here in this game. Club Passion with the 4-point lead. As we'll check back with you here in a second after this timeout break. as we're about to start this one back up here. Kayla, sorry about that there. Wasn't trying to there. Usually the jinx is 40-60 shot. I was playing my odds on that one. As Veneri there is going to have it. As we got him bringing it up, he gets it over to Capone. Capone has it here. They got drawn up play. Dextraze gets it off ball. Beautiful play drawn up there on the sidelines there. Capone able to find Dextraze for the easy layup. As Dextraze there gets the steal, bringing it up, and fouled on that one there by Salam. 2 minutes. No. Yep. As Dextraze here is going to go to the line for 2. These are his first 2 of the night. As these free throws, even with a 6-point lead, there's going to be crucial to help hold this in. Shooting 2 free throws. As he misses the first one there. See if he can knock down the second one. Still salvages here. As he 0 for 2 there from the free throw line there. They got to make sure now they hold up on defense. Sosa driving. As that's going to be a foul there on Greta. As we're going to have Sosa here taking 2 at the line. 3 for 4 so far in the night. These ones are going to be clutch here, as they need any points they can get here to come back in this one. As he misses the first one there. We'll see if he's going to knock down the second one. Do you want to run clock for the last 2 minutes? Yeah. And not able to make the second one there. Greta with the rebound, as those are going to be big. That might decide this game here, as they're able to find Justin there as they're starting to double. Sosa gets a hand on it, out of bounds. Club Passion is going to keep that there. As Justin's going to be handling inbound duties. Gets it over to Christian. Christian's going to get doubled, going baseline. He's going to try to find opening, finds Capone wide open. So they might try to run some clock here, possibly, with this lead that they have. Since they still have a few possessions, they're going to double. Finds Greta. Greta to Justin. Justin layup, good on that one. Nice find now when they take advantage of the double teams to get the opening. They're up 71-63. Jones out to Sosa to mark it back to Jones. Jones pulls the 3, not able to make that there as Capone gets the rebound. That's his 5th. He's pushing it there, finds Christian. Christian pump fakes, back out to Capone. Capone pulls the 3, not able to make that there, as that could have been a potential dagger. As they're going to say Club Passion keeps ball there on the far bounce. We're down to a minute left. Club Passion, 71-63 game here. As like you said earlier, that hustle difference and that passion difference there, no pun intended, might be the difference. As Justin here has the ball, gets around, loses it though. Hobbs is going to end up with the steal. Gives over to Marcus Jones to Salam. Salam pump fakes, pulls the 3. Salam misses that one there. As 2 there is going to get the rebound. That's going to be another turnover. Hobbs with another steal there, as that's loose. And they're going to say it's out of bounds. Lob City keeping possession. We're down to 43.5 seconds. Gets it over to Hobbs there. Hobbs looking around, gets it over to Jones. To Salam. Salam driving to his left. Passes it off to Kanar, and Kanar gets the 2 on that one. As it's now a 6-point game here, as that's going to be a foul on Hobbs there. Not yet. Next one. Next one is 1-1. As that was their first foul to give there for Lob City. Capone gets it there to Dextraze. Not able to foul him there as they're trying to find an opening. As Christian there has it. They're playing tight defense. That's going to be a foul. 1-1 there. Kanar picks that up there. As Venderi here is going to be taking the 2 free throws, as these are probably just here to end this game off. We're down to 15 seconds as he makes the first one. As these ones here are probably going to be the dagger to give Club Passion the win unless Lob City can really make something happen here. As he goes 2 for 2. Being knocked down there as Kanar has it here. He's going to bring it up. They're going to need some threes as Kanar drives, a layup. Not able to make that there, as things just didn't go their way there, as we are going to run clock here, and that is going to end your game. Club Passion stays perfect there, as Extraze tried to make a nice windmill dunk, not able to. If you remember, he had a nice lob play a few days ago. But that's going to be your game. Club Passion stays with the #1 spot in our league, beating Lob City here, as this one was a nice preview of what things are going to look like here, probably come playoff time. And that win will be big in the differential game, as God forbid they end up losing some games. Playoff seeding is going to go their way with this win over Lob City. Either way, though, folks, this was a nail-biter from beginning to end, as both teams fought valiantly, but Club Passion showed that they just had more heart in it today as they pull off the win there. As, like I said, both teams did good, but Dextraze was able to go on a tear in that second half, and that really made a difference there to give them the win, as that is going to be your game there. As Anthony, I see your comment there. Sadly, the refs don't think we'll be up there for an interview. Maybe we'll put out a commissioner's report after the game. Either way, though, folks, we will catch back with you here in a little bit, in a few minutes, for the start of that there. If you want to, Brian, feel free to put some questions in there. I'll gladly answer them there as we're waiting in between games. As we'll see this here, I appreciate you guys showing up here for Club Passion. As right now we're at 31 viewers. I think that is close to almost a record here for that one. So you guys definitely show out in force here, as that is very much appreciated. As to give you a sneak peek of the next game, it is going to be in our 18+ league. It's going to be Barbecue Chicken going up against the Italian Stallions, as Barbecue Chicken is another contender for one of the top seeds there. So thank you for the good comments there in the chat. I will be here next Tuesday as well, so you will likely hear me again for Club Passion's next game, as I think they play on a Tuesday. Can't remember off the top of my head 100%. But either way, though, this team, listen, your team definitely makes it always a good game, especially there, like I said, with their variety of scoring, between having some knockdown shooters in Capone, Veneri getting some play in there. Brandon Yellow didn't play. He's usually a dog there, so he's their Michael Carter Williams. A little bit of a Swiss Army knife, can do a little bit of everything. But then also have guys like Dextraze, who not only has a great shot, but also does a great job using his size to get to the basket as well. As, like I said, this next game is going to be a good slate as well. Both of these two teams are top of their game. A shout out to you, Anthony, for being up at 3 a.m. in the morning to watch your team. That's a commitment right there. As I hope it's nice weather out there in London, as I know can sometimes be iffy there over in that area. As, listen, Brian, listen, you got to tell my boss about that one. It would always be nice to get a nice little promotion. As I definitely wouldn't say no to that. Either way, though, folks, I'm going to need to take a quick breather here. So I will see you guys in a few minutes for the start of our next game, which is going to be Barbecue Chicken going up against the Italian Stallions. We're about to start this next one up here, folks. We're going to have Barbecue Chicken going up against the Italian Stallions. Barbecue Chicken, one of our leading teams here so far this season. I think they're second or third there in the standings. On the other side, Stallions, they're regulars here. A little bit of an up and down season as they've had some turnover there with their lineup and their roster. We'll see who pulls this off. Last week, Barbecue Chicken was led by Pelton there, who was our MVP.
Never have them refs come back ever again. On everything I love, never, ever, ever.
That's going to be a turnover there.
Yeah.
Stallions going to have the ball right here. As we're going to have Pacheco here bringing up the ball. So he gets it over to Reynolds. Dave Reynolds, deep three on that one. Not able to make that there. As Pelton ends up with the rebound. Worked his way into the starting lineup here. As Jared goes up with it, makes the two on that one. Hendricks there with the assist. As we have it down there, Dom's going to be down the post, going up against Jared. Hook shot, not able to make that. Summers, a rebound, and the two on that one. As we have MJ here bringing the ball up, tries to get the Jared, tipped around a little bit, as that is going to keep possession there for him, for Barbecue Chicken. As we got Hendricks here clearing it out to Buckley. Buckley here up top, surveying over. As Anthony, you might want to root for the Stallions. Barbecue Chicken might have a shot of taking Club Passion seed. God forbid that they have a tied record towards the end of the season. As Barbecue Chicken takes that there. Not able to make that there for Hendricks on the missed three. Summers there, rebound, bringing it up, gets it over to Dom. Dom passes it out to Reynolds. Pacheco pump fakes to Trey. Back to Pacheco. Pacheco's driving, gets it out to Reynolds to Summers. Summers open three. Not able to make that there. MJ with the rebound. He's going to be pushing it up, gets over to Hendricks. Back out to MJ. As MJ's looking around here. Takes the three. Not able to make that there. Pacheco there is going to take down the rebound. So he's going to be bringing it up here. Gets it to Trey. Trey up with it. Misses the two. Pelton there, great on the defense there, forcing the miss. As remember, he put up 30 points last week as he goes up layup. Not able to make that one. A little too much sauce on that one. As Pacheco there pulls down another rebound. As Summers has it there, gets it out to Pacheco. As like I said, anyone watching there from the Capone fan club there, want to scout Barbecue Chicken there, you might need to give some insight to the players there. As Jared, Sky's in there for the block. Great defense on that one. Hits that out of bounds. They're going to get possession back there too. As this is still early in the game, only tied 2-2. As Hendricks has it here. Pacheco playing tough defense. Hendricks gets around him though. Layup. Not able to make that there. He's going to fight back for the rebound though. MJ, Buckley, Trey gets a hand on it now. As we got a little bit of a block party going on here in this game. He gets out to Pacheco. Pacheco, layup, good on that one. Trey with the assist there. As Buckley has it here, bringing it up. Step back on the three. Reynolds closing in, not able to make that. Trey with the rebound. As they pass it out over to Summers. Summers driving through the lane. Fouled on that one. All right, so I think that was Hendricks who's going to pick up the foul here. Summers is going to go to the line for two. As Summers makes the first one. Yeah, he made the first one. Takes the second one, knocks that down, 2 for 2 from the line. As we're gonna have 6-2 game here, Stallions with the early lead here. As we got Buckley driving, finds Jared. Jared pass it out to Hendricks. Hendricks thinks about taking it but doesn't. drives to Jared, little lob, and makes it through there. Nice find on that one there, as Jared is the guy to watch for in barbecue chicken, as he consistently averages 20 and 10 pretty much for this team. As Trey tried to pass it out, Summers wasn't fully ready for it, so that's going to go out of bounds there. As Anthony, I like the comment in there. As like I said, we'll see about that. Like I said, the game so far is an indication that Club Passion is definitely going to have a chance there in the come playoff time there. As Jared's in the post against Dom, gets out to Hendricks. Hendricks pulls the three, knocks that down. As Jared there gets the assist. As this now a 6-7 game. As Barbecue Chicken has made a few points here to make their way back in. As Trey gets the pick from Dom. As Trey passes it back over to Dom. Dom, step back three-pointer. Not able to make that there. Pacheco there gets the rebound. As he passes across court to Summers. Summers, layup, and makes that there. For the Stallions, Summers always the guy you got to watch for. But Dom, that three-point shot and his patented hook shot never seem to fail with him. As MJ has it here. He's gotten rid of the headband here. As Jared has it, spins out to Hendricks. Hendricks thought about taking the mini, but doesn't. Pelton with the three, as Pelton knocks that down. Hendricks with the assist. Do you remember Pelton riding the hot streak from last week? Gives them now an 8-10 game here, with Barbecue Chicken now having the lead. As Pacheco here drives, passes it out to Summers. Summers with the three-pointer, knocks that down, as he's not the guy you want to leave open there. Pacheco with the assist as they take back the lead, 11-10 game. As we got MJ backing down, passes that over to Hendricks. Hendricks open three, not able to knock that down. As Dom gets the rebound, Jared jumped a little early on that one. As Pacheco now has the ball here at the top. We're down to 13.5 minutes left here in this first half. Stallions with the 11-10 lead as Summers getting doubled down to Trey. Trey backing down, Hendricks in the post, hook shot. Not able to make that there as it gets tipped back out to Dom. Dom tries to get it to Summers as that goes out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover there.
One out.
As Pelton here is going to be bringing the ball up here for Barbecue Chicken. We'll see, Capone. I don't know. MJ's usually done good with the headband on. We'll see if he has an impact on his game here. As Jared drives through. Trey gets in there for the block, as that's his second of the night here so far. Great job on the defensive end there for Trey, as Summers gets over to Dom, who bobbles it. Dom with the hook shot, not able to make that there, as Buckley ends up getting the rebound there off the tip. Brower gets it over to Hendricks there. Sorry, that was Brower there who got the rebound, not Buckley. As Brower makes the two on that one there. Brower and Buckley were two I always mixed up there last season as well. As Summers here, as at the top, gets the pick from Trey. Pass out over to Dom. Dom with the three. Not able to make that there. Pacheco there flies in for the rebound. Dom starting off a little cold here so far. We got Pacheco with it out to Reynolds. Reynolds pulls the three. Not able to make that either. As the Stallions are starting to get a little cold from beyond the arc there. MJ has the rebound. Passes it down to Jared in the post. Jared spins off. Passes it out to Hendricks. Hendricks open three. Not able to make that there. That's a miss there as we have some subs coming in. Xavier's checking in for Hendricks. And we have Nick and Santorio, or sorry, just Nick checking in for Reynolds there. As it's down to about 11.5 minutes. 11-12 game here. Barbecue Chicken with the 1-point lead. As Stallions are going to want to try to pull the upset here on Barbecue Chicken. As Pacheco has it here, he pump fakes, finds Dom. Dom pulls the three, not able to knock that down there. Santorio gets the rebound, goes up, but not able to make that there. Rebounds the shot a second time though. As Dom takes another one, not able to make the three. Santorio comes in for the rebound and makes that one there. As Santorio's probably going to work his way in here, and for a hustle player here, if he continues to do stuff like this, he's always a good rebounder there, as Dom is going to commit the foul there on the shot. That's our first foul here so far, as Jared is going to go to the line for two. As they're going to try to take back this lead here. And misses the first one there for Jared. And and knocks down the second one there. 1 for 2 from the line for him. It's now tied 13-all. We're down to 10 minutes left in this one. 10.5 minutes left in this first half. As we got Nick here with it, the captain for the Stallions. Pass that over to Pacheco. Pacheco trying to get some triple threat moves. Gets around Xavier. Layup. Not able to make that there as it rolls out. As Summers commits a foul on that one. Xavier got in there for the rebound. Pelham here is going to be subbing out as Buckley's coming back in. MJ here with the ball. MJ thought about pulling it, gets it down to Jared in the post. Jared taking advantage of the mismatch and not able to as he misses that one. Summers with the rebound there on that one. As Summers now has the ball here, he's trying to drive to his right. Bobbles it a little bit as he finds Nick. Nick hands it off to Summers to Santorio. Santorio thought about going baseline, decides against it, out to Trey. Trey up top here gets the pick from Santorio. Down to his man. That's going to be a turnover on that one. As they say, Santorio was the last one to touch it there. So it's still tied at 13-all here. As we're going to have Brower here bringing it up. Trey gets a hand on it. Brower saves it, though. Brower is going baseline. Out to MJ. Down over to Buckley. Buckley giving it down to Jared again. As they gets it over to MJ. MJ pump fakes. Goes up with it and fouled on that one there. As that's going to be on Trey there with it. Sorry, it's going to be Pacheco there with the foul. As MJ misses the first free throw there. Like I was saying, Anthony, the headband might be making a difference there. We'll see if he can knock down the second one there. As he goes 1 for 2 there from the line, breaks the tie as Barbecue Chicken now has a 1-point lead here. We're down to 8.5 minutes. As Trey here is bringing it up, he gets the pick from Santorio. Not able to find an opening down to Santorio in the post. Goes up with it, not able to make that. MJ with the rebound. As Jared there makes the 2 on that one on the fast break opportunity. As we got Pacheco here, he's trying to find an opening. Thought about throwing it down the post, but doesn't. As Summers has it here, double pick there. Not able to find opening as Pacheco takes a step back 3 and knocks that down. Summers picks up the assist. As MJ has it here, passes it out. He starts to drive. Dish it out to MJ again. MJ in the corner. Thinks about taking it down to Jared in the post. As Jared spins, gets around his man. Santorio got a hand on the pass. Goes out of bounds though, so they're going to keep possession. Down to 7.5 minutes now here. As Xavier has it up here at the top. He gets it over to Buckley. Buckley here. Trying to find an opening, finds Brower. Brower pulls the 3, knocks that down. As Brower, if you remember, was one of the league's best sharpshooters there. As Trey bites through for the 2 there. As Barbecue Chicken still holding the 1-point lead. But yes, Brower was up there for the 3-point title there. He was a finalist there in our award voting. As he gets it over, finds Buckley. Buckley with the 3, not able to knock that down. Nice job on the passing though on that one. As we got Pacheco here now with it, he's bringing it up. He's driving to the basket, tries to pass it out there, goes right into the hands of Buckley. Buckley bringing it up off the foot of Trey. Brower saves it though, out to Jared who pulls the 3, and Jared knocks that down. Stop clock? Yeah. As we got an injury there, Santorio shaking up on that one. So he seemed to get he got like elbowed or something on that one. Yeah, it looks like he had some contact there as they were both going for the loose ball. As during that injury timeout, we did have a sub come through here. As Hendricks checks in for MJ. Summers here gets out to Trey. Trey surveying his options down to Santorio. Santorio looking fresh off the injury timeout as he makes that one there. Santorio, nice job on the 2 on that one. As we have Hendricks here in the corner, gives out to Jared. Jared surprisingly playing beyond the 3-point line there. As they're going to get down, mismatch there. They're going to double him in the post. finds Hendricks, who pulls the three, misses that one there. Jared with the rebound, though. Goes back up. That's going to be a missed one there. As that's going to be Summers there with his second foul. Harris is going to be taking 2 at the line here. And Harris knocks that one down there. As Harris, longtime player in this league, started off his first season on FF and has made his way on from the worst team in the league to one of the best here in Barbecue Chicken. So he's made himself some nice connections here throughout his time playing in our previous seasons. As Summers here gets it over to Santorio. Santorio here with the ball, gets it back over to Summers. Summers gets the switch that he wants there, but they're doubling him. Gets it out to Nick as Brower gets a hand on it there for the steal. As Brower gets it over to Buckley. Buckley couldn't find an opening there as Trey gets the steals. He got a hand on that one there. Nick bringing it up behind the back pass to Trey over to Santorio, and Santorio gets the 2. Trey with a nice assist. Trey's another success story over the seasons. Went from mainly a rebounding hustle big, added a nice set of passing moves there to his portfolio as Jared gets it out to Hendricks, pulls the 3, he knocks that one down. Jared there with the assist. As Jared plays a Joel Embiid type game here in this league, as he makes his killing down low in the post and forces that into open opportunities for his shooters there. A la more of like a Dwight Howard as well there from back in the Magic days as Summers misses the 3. Buckley with the rebound over to Jared for the 2. Buckley with the assist on that one. As Jared had a wide open lane down the basket on the fast break.
Belton here?
Right there, first guy.
I'm just going to wait till...
All right, as Trey has it here, he gets the pick from Santorio. He half spins there, passes it out. Nick with the 3, not able to make that there. As Jared there gets the rebound. Jared going full court, up with it, not able to make it. As he misses the 2. Summers there with the rebound, that's his 5th of the night. As he's going to be pushing it here on the break. So he goes up with the layup and makes the 2 on that one for the Stallions. This is now only a 4-point lead here for Barbecue Chicken as we're down to 3.5 minutes left here in this first half. Hendricks over by the corner. Out to Jared. Jared pulls the 3. Not able to make that there. As Harris there, though, gets the rebound. Trey with another block there, his 3rd of the night, but they still find Brower. Brower misses the 3.
7.
As Jared there picks up the loose ball foul on that one. So Stallions are going to have it there. As Harris gets checked out for Pelton, our MVP from last week there. As Trey takes the 3-pointer, knocks that down. As it looks like he's also working in a 3-point shot into his arsenal too. Just like I said, you want to. Looks like they have Dom on Jared now. They're going to want to kind of keep that, as you want to keep Jared outside there. Hendricks makes the 3 there on that one. As it's now a 4-point lead now for Barbecue Chicken. They've kind of taken this one back here. As Trey gets the pick from Dom. Trey not able to find opening on the left. Takes another 3 there. Not able to knock that one down. Santorio there. Great job on the rebound there. As tried to pass it out there. Buckley there with the steal as Pelton has it here to Buckley again. Buckley takes it. Not able to make the 3 there. As Brower ends up with the ball there on the far bounce. Gets the Jared. Jared not able to make the 2, but puts it back up and in. See that with the shots. Not always the most efficient sometimes, but when you're dominating inside like that, you get some nice other opportunities there, like he did on that putback as Reynolds pulls the 3. Not able to make that. Jared with the rebound. Reynolds 0 for 3 so far from beyond the arc. Hendricks has it here. He's surveying his options. Pass it out over to Jared, to Buckley. So they're going to play on the outside here. Brower pulls the 3. Not able to make that. Jared with the rebound and the putback in there on that one. As he now has 13 points there already in this game. As Summers drives to the basket. Block on that one. No call there as he ran into a sea of defenders there. So I think Jared was the one who got the block on that one. Hard to tell. Stallions had someone sub. As Dom has it here. Dom driving to his left. Brower in there with the reach in. So that's going to be on ball foul though. So they're going to be doing inbound here as Trey has inbound duties. Gets it over to Summers. Summers wide open from beyond the arc and makes that one. Trey with the assist. Summers is not the guy you want to leave from beyond the arc there, as he is one of the league's best scorers, and that's why he is top 5 in career points here in our IPBL. As Jared has it here, passes cross court to Hendricks, to Brower, back to Hendricks. Hendricks head fakes, drives left, behind the back pass to Pelton. Pelton takes the 3, not able to make that there. Pacheco with the rebound. As Pacheco is bringing it up, we're down to 30 seconds left here. Off his foot, as that's going to be out of bounds there. Turnover there on the Stallions. As they're going to have Brower here bringing it up here for barbecue chicken. As he's going to be bringing it up. They're going to be running it as they probably want to take the last shot here. Almost threw it too far in front of Buckley. Buckley driving, passes it out. Tips there by Reynolds. So they're going to say they keep possession. We're down to 5 seconds left in this half. As he drives, Brower goes up, foul on that one by Summers there. As that's going to be 2 at the line for Brower. He knocked these down. Like I said, he's a knockdown 3-point shooter as he makes the first free throw there. He's even knocked down the second one here. And does not there. Summers, full court shot, not able to make that there. As that is going to be your half. Barbecue Chicken with the 36-30 lead here going into it. We will see if the Stallions will be able to come back and win this one, or if Barbecue Chicken will hang on to one of their top spots in the league and get this win. Either way though, folks, we will check back with you here in a few minutes. we're back in this one here. Start of the second half. So they got MJ with it here. So they're rocking their starting lineup from earlier in the game. Got MJ up here. Giving it over to Pelton. Pelton with the three-pointer. Not able to make that. As they give it to MJ. MJ drives. Layup. Good on that one. Yeah, green. So they now take the 8-point lead here. As they get over to Summers. Summers will be driving right. Pelton with the charge. Hold up, wait. I think so. Basket counts here. As Pelton picks up the foul there on the block attempt. As Summers knocks down the and one free throw there. Now makes it 33-38 game here. As we got Jared here with the ball up top. Gives over to MJ to Buckley. Buckley pulls the three. Not able to make that there. Jared gets the rebound there. Tipping it out to Pelton. As Dom gets the rebound there. Buckley with the miss too. As Dave Reynolds takes the three. Not able to make that there. Jared with the rebound. As Reynolds 0 for 4 so far from beyond the arc tonight. Jared takes a three of his own, and he knocks that one down as he's leading the scoring charge here for this barbecue chicken team. You remember, this team was playoff team, lower playoff team here in barbecue chicken last year. But besides Brower, Buckley, and MJ, and Xavier, they added new pieces, and Jared being the focal point of that one, as he's been the MVP of this team consistently throughout the whole season, as he's been a top performer, I think, every week of the season so far. As Summers takes three, not able to make that. MJ there with the rebound, as he's pushing it up. Layup, not able to make that. Jared's going to put it back up and in, though. As there's now a 10-point lead here for barbecue chicken, 43-33 lead here. As Trey has it, bobbles it, keeps it to Pacheco. Pacheco with the midi, not able to make that there as Trey gets the and one. Yep. As Trey's gonna go there for the and one opportunity there. As he misses that one there, Pelton with the rebound. Gets it down to Hendricks. Hendricks pulls the three. Not able to make that there. Buckley with the rebound. MJ has it over to Jared. Jared goes up and makes that one there. MJ with the assist. As Jared is continuing there to dominate here for barbecue chicken is the main reason why they have this lead as it stands. Pacheco knocks down the nice three on that one. Sits down, drops that down a little bit there, makes a little bit dent in that deficit as MJ has it here. Step back on the three, not able to make that there. Summers with the rebound. As Summers carrying it here, he's gonna get fouled. Let's see what they call it on there. Five. Pelton there's gonna pick up the foul. Off the inbound, they get to Pacheco in the corner. They're going to reset the Dom up top. He gets it over to Summers. Summers driving. Layup good on that one. Dom with the assist on that one as it's now only a 5-point lead here for barbecue chicken. Pacheco risky with the steal. Not able to get it. Trey with the block on the layup attempt. Pelton ends up with the rebound. This Trey now has 4 blocks here so far as they get it over to Jarrett. Jarrett's going to get fouled on that one. That's probably going to be Dom there picking up the foul. Yes, it is. That's our first foul of the second half. Jarrett's going to go to the line for 2. He went 1 for 2 in his previous trip there. As he misses the first one. Not too often for him as he's a 71% free throw shooter so far this year. We'll see if he can knock down the second one here. And does not. 1 for 4 from the line so far for Jarrett. He's doing great in the scoring front, but might want to clean up the free throws as if this game stays close, that might make the difference in this one. As Pacheco here gets the pick from Dom. Another pick from Dom. Can't find an opening. Dom's backing down. Hendricks here. Pass it out over to Pacheco. So they might try to get him back in the post there again, as Jared is guarding Pacheco at the moment. They switch, so they get the matchup back they want for barbecue chicken, as Trey knocks down the hook shot. Pacheco with the assist. Great job by Trey, as he's been dominating on the defensive end and is holding his own at the offensive end so far, as MJ goes up and gets the 2 there over the defense. It's now still a 5-point lead here for barbecue chicken. We're down to 14 and a half minutes left in this one, as he gets it over to Dom. Dom loses it there, gets the ball back though, so as Dom step back three-pointer and misses that one. Summers with the rebound, but they're gonna force a jump ball there. As we got some subs coming in. Brower coming in for MJ. We got Nick coming in for Dave. Trey getting subbed out for Santorio here, as Pacheco gets it to Dom, who's going up against Xavier there. Clears out to Santorio at the top as they're driving. Gets out to Summers. Summers drives, floats it, not able to make that one there. Tips it back to the hand. Santorio goes up and gets the 2 on that one. Santorio also having a good game of his own, as he's usually not doing much on the scoring front, but has done well so far, as Hendricks has at the top. He's driving, passes out to Pellin, to Brower, back to Pellin, open 3 from the corner, and he knocks that down. As Pellin warms up there. On that one, it's now a 6-point lead here for barbecue chicken, as Pacheco has it, gets by his man, passes it over to Santorio. Pacheco gets it back there, going up against Hendricks. As Pacheco drives there, tries to pass it out. Pellin steals it there, gets it over to Brower. Brower takes the 3, and he knocks that one down, as Brower is starting to heat back up. Pellin with the assist. Timeout there by the Stallions. That's their first of the night here so far. As we'll see if they can come back in this one, as they're down 9 so far. Either way, though, we'll check back with you here in a moment after this timeout break. We'll have to start this one back up here. Giving it up down the other court. 35-plus game. Hartford Funding against the Free Agents. That one is right now a 4-point game with 15 minutes left in that one. That game is on twitch.tv/Iron Peak Adult Leagues if you want to check that one out. As Summers here gets the ball. Backing down Jared in the post. Passes out to Pacheco. Pacheco picked from Summers. Hendricks able to catch back up there on defense. As Summers spins, layup. Jared gets in there for the block, as Hendricks ends up with the rebound there. Jared has 3 blocks of his own tonight, as they lob it over there to Jared. Brower with the assist, as they're now up 11 here on the Stallions. Pacheco has the ball here, as Summers takes the 3, not able to make that, as we have Brower there who got the rebound. Tries to get the Pell and overshoots him though, so that's going to be a turnover there. Pacheco now bringing it up. As Pacheco gives it off to Nick, to Dom. Dom pulls the 3, not able to make that. Pelton with the rebound. As Hendricks takes it, not able to make that 3 either. Santorio pulls in the rebound. Pacheco has it here at the top. He's surveying his options. Gets it over to Summers. As Summers finds Santorio for the basket. Yeah, I got my throat dried up. As Brower takes the three, not able to make that. Pacheco with the rebound. So bringing it up, gets over to Summers. Summers drives, floats it, not able to make that there. Jarrett ends up with the rebound. As Hendricks double clutches, not able to make the two. Jarrett ends up with the rebound there, goes back up, and not able to make that. Pelton with the three, not able to make that either. As that's going to be a foul on Summers there. Summers is at 4, by the way. As Summers picks up his 4th foul there, 2 away from fouling out. As Hendricks going to be doing inbound duties, finds Xavier on that one. Leaves up top to Jarrett. Jarrett pulls the 3, not able to make that there. Summers with the rebound. Summers going to be bringing it up here. Bless you. Finds Pacheco there. Pacheco over to Santorio. Santorio pulls the 3. He's not able to make that. Xavier with the rebound. As Harris tries to find Buckley. Travel on that one. So that's going to be a turnover.
Nick.
No. Completely different last name. As we have Pacheco here bringing it up, we're down to 9.5 minutes in this one. 9-point lead here still for Barbecue Chicken, as neither team has really found scoring too much here in the past few minutes. As Nick goes up, fadeaway jumper, knocks that down there. As he bobbled it and got it back. As Harris gets it over to Brower. Brower pulls the 3, not able to make that there. Summers there with the rebound. As he's bringing it up. As Summers surveying his options, trying to find a teammate to get it out to Trey. Trey finds Dom to Nick. Back to Summers. Summers driving out to Trey. Trey's going to pull the 3, short on that one. As Nick's able to save it. Summers now has it. Finds Trey down low. Trey with the hook shot. And makes that one there. Summers with the assist. As Trey made it over the bigger the guy in Jarrett. As that now makes it not only a 5-point lead here for Barbecue Chicken, as Buckley gets down to Jarrett in the post. He's getting backed down by Dom. He goes, finds Xavier. Great find on that one for the 2. As Xavier puts up his first made basket of the night so far. As Pacheco now has it here at the top. Gives it over to Summers. Summers fakes the handoff to Trey and goes up and gets the easy 2 there. So he took that solo. It's now back down to 5 here. Hendricks with it. Down to Jarrett in the post going up against Dom. Jarrett able to pass out to Buckley in the corner. Buckley not able to make that. Dom with the rebound. Almost stolen on that one there. Pacheco takes the 3 in transition. He's not able to make that. Buckley with the rebound. Trey with the steal. As Trey gives it over to Pacheco. Pacheco going up against Buckley here at the top. He gets the pick set for him. Trying to find opening down to Trey. Over to Nick. Nick head fakes, driving to his left. And that's going to be a reach-in by Buckley. As we had a sub here for the Stallions, Reynolds comes in for Nick. We're down to about 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in this one. Barbecue Chicken with the 5-point lead. Dom has it here by the corner. He's going to mid, he's driving, and Brower gets a hand on it there for the block on that one. As Dom, no luck on the offensive end so far, as he's been struggling here. So they're going to need him to step it up there if they want to be able to win this. As loose ball around there, Trey saves it, finds Summers. Summers gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds with the 3, not able to make that there. And that's how it's gone. Reynolds 0 for 5 now from beyond the arc here for the Stallions. As Harris gets it back to Jarrett on the give and go to Hendricks. Buckley going baseline, not able to find an opening. Out to Harris. Harris has it there, gets it to Buckley. Buckley here over to Brower. Brower has it here, pick from Jared, doesn't take it there, gives it over to Buckley. To Jared. Jared, handoff to Xavier Harris. Harris driving, passes it out there to Buckley. Buckley, hop step, back to Harris. Harris, corner three, knocks that down. As Harris, usually not much of a three-point scorer. Usually a defensive hustle guy, but great job on that one to knock down the three. As Trey has it here, he's going up against Buckley there. Foul there on Brower there on that one. That's the 5th team foul there for him. As it's now a 8-point game here. We're down to 5 minutes left in this one. Barbecue Chicken still holding the lead as Dom has it here. Finds Trey in the post going up against Brower there. Trey hook shots it and not able to make that there. Jared pulls in the rebound. That's going to be a foul by Trey on that one. No, I thought he was going to call time. And Brower there bringing it up. He gives it right over to Hendricks. We're down to 4.5 minutes left in this one. Hendricks has it here. Down to Jared in the post. Jared spins, tries to get back Dom. Not able to. Pacheco, great job picking him clean on that one. Nice help defense down there in the post. As, like I said, Jared's the main offensive option for this Barbecue Chicken team. As he finds Dom. Dom gets the 2 there, putting up his first points of the night. So he get nice assist there. As we have Hendricks up here. And they got that there. Trey gets a hand on it. That gets him a steal. As Trey's been unstoppable on defense there. Summers gets fouled on that one. See who they call the foul on here. As that's going to be on Hendricks there with the foul. Summers going to be taking 2 at the line here. 3 for 3 so far tonight. See if he can continue that. As he makes the first one there. And misses the second one there. Brower with the rebound. As Brower here is bringing it up. As that's going to be a timeout there by Barbecue Chicken. Their first of the night as we're down to 3:21 left in this one. 66-55 game. Barbecue Chicken up by 5. We'll check back with you here in a minute, folks, after this timeout break. And we're about to come off the timeout break here, folks. As Buckley gives it there to Hendricks. He's going up against Pacheco here. Pacheco's playing him tight on defense. Hendricks gets around him, goes to the basket, layup. That's a blocking foul by Dom. As we have Hendricks taking 2 here at the line. His first 2 of the night here. As he makes the first one. See if he can knock down the second one here to make it a 7-point game. And does. 2 for 2 there from the line. As we're down to 2.5 minutes here. Trey bringing it up. Loses it there. Hendricks ends up with the steal. As Buckley there gives it over to MJ. MJ lobbed to Jared. Jared up with it, not able to make that there. MJ, though, gets the rebound. 3-pointer by Hendricks, no good. Another rebound there by him.
Ball 2 hit the arm.
Out 2 minutes. Too late now. As Buckley there gets it. As Jared drives, goes up with it, and gets the 2 on that one. Now a 9-point lead here for Barbecue Chicken. As Stallions gonna need to make something happen here. As that's a foul there by Jared. Summers is gonna be taking 2 at the line there. 4 for 5 so far. He's gonna try to keep that good free throw streak going. And knocks down the first one. And 2 for 2 there from the line for Summers. As it's a 57-64 game here. As Hendricks there trying to find an opening, finds MJ. MJ has it here. They're doubling him. He's getting doubled. Finds Poen. Back to MJ. MJ to Jared. Jared layup and good on that one. As MJ picks up his 3rd assist. Jared again continuing to do what he does best there on the scoring path there for a Barbecue Chicken. As we're down to a minute left. It is a 9-point game. Hendricks knocks that out as that. We'll see who gets possession here on that one. As Stallions keep possession on that one. Finds Trey under the basket and 1 on that one. The basket counts as that's an and 1 on that one.
I think it's 3 and 5.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
As Trey's gonna be taking 1 free throw here at the line. Not able to knock that down. Pelton there gets the rebound. It's the 6th of the night. Start the clock. As Buckley has it here. He gets it over to Hendricks there. Sorry, not Brower. Hendricks has it here. Over to Buckley. Passes it back over to Hendricks. They're probably going to try to run clock here with this lead. As they get it out to Jared. Jared pump fakes. Doubled there in the corner. Trey gets a hand on it. That's going to be another steal. As Trey has 4 steals and 4 blocks there. As Summers drives and gets that there. As Summers is going to go to the line first and 1 basket here. It's now only a 5-point game here. And Summers there makes it a 4-point game. We're down to 34 seconds. They're probably going to need a foul here. As they get it out to Buckley there. They're able to keep running clock here. Jared has it. As they're going to foul him there. Yeah. So you want next one's 1 and 1 by yellow. Yeah, so it's inbound on this. Yeah, 2 timeouts.
Spot.
They find Buckley there. That one's 1 and 1. Buckley here is going to go to the line for a 1 and 1 opportunity here. So he makes the first one there. He's going to knock down the second one here. These are his first 2 free throws here of the game so far. It would be great if he can make this 2-possession game. Doesn't make the next one. As they're going to say it's off the Stallions there, so Barbecue Chicken's going to get the ball back. And so they're going to have to foul here and do another 1 and 1. They're going to have to try to deny some of the better free throw shooters here on this team, like Buckley. They're not able to. That's a foul, and that's going to be 1 and 1 there. This is going to be a 1 and 1 here. We'll see if he can make these. Knocks down the first one there. Down to 18 seconds here. these free throws might ice it here as Buckley makes that one there. He goes perfect 3 for 3. Pacheco has it here. He's going to pull the 3, but Buckley blocks him from behind there, and that looks like it's going to be your game as it is a 69-62 win there for the Barbecue Chicken as they are going to continue their great season that they've had so far here. As that's great there. As that was a great game there, as it was a close one. Stallions almost pulling off the upset, but Barbecue Chicken is able to hang on there. As we got a nice slate of games there. As Hartford Funding pulls off the win in our other court there. That game was on twitch.tv/Iron Picadillo Leagues. So make sure to follow that there, because on Tuesdays, half of our games are going to be on that court there. Either way, though, folks, we will see you guys on Thursday for our next slate of games.